Hi guys, it's Chris here from Some Bloke Who Travels a Lot, and today we are at Heathrow Airport, more specifically at the Premier Inn, Bath Road, T2 and T3. Now, there are plenty of Premier Inns at Heathrow. My personal favourite is the one at Terminal 4, which if you're flying from either T5 or of course T4, it's always my first choice. I've also put a guide in the description below of transfer times from the main Premier Inns at Heathrow to the main terminals, as well as links to the video of the Premier Inn T4. I've actually reviewed over 15 hotels at Heathrow Airport, and in the description you'll also find a link to those videos. And if there are any hotels at Heathrow you'd like me to review, just leave the details in the comments. I'm at Heathrow most months and will do my best. Anyway, back to the cavernous lobby of the Premier Inn, Bath Road, T2, T3. I describe it as cavernous as it's big. So is the TV screen for the football. Saying that, you won't miss a match staying at any Premier Inn at Heathrow. So, we've a bar, we've Costa Coffee, we have a restaurant, we have a terrace outside, and we have a beer garden where you can do some plane spotting. But what's the bedroom like? Should we go and take a look? So, room 2070, which you might want to make a note of in a second. But let's first have a quick look around. This is actually my second walk around of this room because I finished it and I not pressed the record button. Anyway, we have some hanging space, which is open, and we have some coat hooks. There's no master power switch, so you can leave your lights on if you so wished, or your air conditioning on without leaving your key card in the room. Bizarrely, this is September the 8th, 2021, and it's been 29 degrees at Heathrow. We don't get temperatures like that in September. So yeah, the aircon's going on in a moment, but I'll leave it off because we don't want the fan while I'm wandering around the room and showing you around. Some shelf space, as we're sort of here just for one night, and I guess most people are here just for one night, probably never gets used. Tea and coffee, that will certainly get used in the morning. UHT milk, I might see if I can get my hands on some fresh milk. Nice to see the china cups back. Now, something that's not standard in a Premier Inn room is the room safe. And that's a good old solid room safe. It's mounted to the floor. It really isn't going anywhere. Probably doing my back in getting down there to put my laptop in, but I will be doing that because I'm going to nip to the bar for something to eat. We have a hairdryer. We have a television. Not the biggest TV in the world, but I'm not planning on watching any movies, so no great shakes. Telephone. That's quite useful. You can't really ring any room service or anything like that, but you can do early morning alarm calls, which I've got a sensible flight. I'm not flying till 11 tomorrow, but if you're flying at 7 o'clock, you might want to get that 5 a.m. early call put in. Mentioned I was probably going to bob down to the bar. Burger, probably where I'll be going. Although Premier Inn always put the menus in the room, there's no actual room service. But you can order it, collect it, and bring it back to your room. But I think I'll have a bite to eat in the bar in a minute. It's a very spacious room. It is classic Premier Inn purples. And of course, classic Premier Inn is their famous beds, the Hypnos beds. If it doesn't look perfect, that's because I had to remake it. Because as you know, if you watch my videos, I do that. And pull it right back, just so we can all see exactly what the bed's looking like. Pillows, nice and clean. And the mattress, it's that famous mattress. I always sleep well here. So I've never got to take them up on their money-back guarantee. And full-length mirror there. He says, hi. And a mirror over the dressing table. One thing, and I find this a lot in Premier Inns, there's no power points, USB or mains power on the side of the beds. And it happens a lot. And this is quite a modern hotel. You know, we're all using our electrics, for good or bad, but we are all using them. We've got a couple of power points on the desk. We've got a power point for the kettle. And I have a random power point tucked down here, which I presume you would use for your ironing or housekeeping use for the hoovering. But for me to plug my laptop in on my bed, charge my phone up by my bed, I haven't got anything. It's not the end of the world, but a bit more forward planning wouldn't have gone amiss. Well, anyway, let's go and have a look at the Premier Inn bathroom. Okay, let's take a peek. As with most Premier Inns, you actually find, quite rare this day and age, a bathtub. So we can actually have a little soak. We've also got a shower, which of course will be tomorrow morning. So I'll freshen myself up. So standard on the wall, so if you don't want to be using hair and body gel from Ecobel, you need to bring your own if you stay in a Premier Inn. We have the same for our sink, shaving plugs. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, immaculate. And we've even got a little diamond, a little V, and sort of an attempt at a V. So it's all really quite lovely. And of course, the Premier Inn purple. But if you look, yeah, let's have a look at these. See the grouse there? Okay, there's a couple of marks, typical of me to pick them up. But you can see the shine on it. It's all lovely and clean. It's a spotless hotel. So, there we go. Now, when I first came in the room, I did say 2070, make a note of the room. Because if you like a bit of plane spotting before you set off, you want a room. I'm not going to be able to open this window with... Oh, no, I am. He says with only one hand. Now, unfortunately, at the moment, the alternation on the runway, there's nothing actually taking off or landing in front of me. But if you look at the back of the car park, you can see the park benches. And I've actually had some really pleasurable times sat there with a cold beer. And when they are coming in to land here, the planes will come in like this. And it's actually quite spectacular. They almost fill the sky up. We might get some footage in the morning. It all depends on the alternation and the inclination of myself to get up early. But I probably will do that. So you never know. At the end of this video, you might just be watching some aeroplanes landing. We shall see. But as I said, there is a garden here. There's also a terrace that you can, let's keep him out of shot. So I'm going to go and sit up there and I'm going to have a nice cold beer before my... Thank you so much for watching. And if you want to see more of my hotel reviews at Heathrow, and in fact hotel reviews from all over the world, I'm a lucky boy, I get to travel a lot, you might like to consider subscribing to the channel. It is free, of course, and you would be more than welcome. Hope the video is useful. If it is, please give it a like. Those thumbs up are also very much appreciated. Anyway, I'll leave you with some links to other Heathrow Airport videos and just wish you happy travel.